Have you tried e-commerce for your distributorship in the past and you found that it failed for one reason or another? Let's talk about that. Often, our company is the second team involved with e-commerce projects for distributorships, and that's unfortunate because this often means that the first project failed to produce the results that the distributor needed, or what they at least expected. I want to talk today about why this happens, and I want to cover the importance of having a specialized e-commerce solution for your distributorship. Now, it should seem really clear, but I'll state it anyway. Your business as a distributor is complicated. It's not just as simple as bring something in and bring it out. We know that there are lots of nuances, and these are the things where you provide value. And so what we found is that B2B wholesale needs are often unmet by generic e-commerce platforms. Now, it's kind of a weird thing because you can go out and say, well, this works for so-and-so and this works for a different set of people, and all of those things might be true, and even some of the best platforms that exist out there for other types of sales fail when it comes to distributorships. Ultimately, we believe that comes down to the fact that those tools aren't made for the job that you're trying to achieve. As a distributor, you have lots of complicated things, and those generic platforms simply cannot adequately do it. When we talk about e-commerce, a lot of times the first thing our minds go to is shopping, but in reality, as a distributor, e-commerce doesn't equal shopping. These platforms that are not specially designed to work with your needs struggle with things like the size of your product catalogs and, the complexity of the pricing situations that you have to deal with. They often lead to so many inefficiencies that it's a problem not just for you, but for your customers. We know that in your world, most of your customers are not buying from you just because they would like to. They're shopping because they have nothing better to do. They're trying to fulfill a purpose. They are often working for other businesses trying to complete some project that they're working on. And so ultimately, a system that is inefficient, a system that is slow, a system that doesn't work in the way that your customers expect, leads them to very much an inefficient operation, and essentially they just don't want to adopt it. So what it comes down to is the B2B experience on a non-specific platform is suboptimal. A majority of wholesale distributors underutilize their online sales because of this function. This means there's a huge growth potential for any distributorship that doesn't have the right solution because their customers have essentially signed it away and said, I'm really not going to deal with that particular system. I'll find a better, easier way. What you want to look for in particular when you're trying to understand what's going to serve your customers best is a solution that is focused on you as a distributorship. Your ERP is really the center of your universe. And so the first thing that has to be in place is deep ERP integration. Without that, of course, there's going to be tons of efficiencies, tons of missteps and miscommunications, and just generally information that isn't available to customers that is really important in your B2B world. It's going to be really important that you offer your users an enhanced customer experience. So unlike B2C, where I might be looking for a new pair of shoes and what shoes are available and I just want to go discover, a majority of B2B customers, especially in the distribution world, are looking to buy something to fulfill a specific purpose. They're not actually shopping, they're typically procuring. And because of that, things like repeat orders and search engines that understand the specific user that is doing the searching and what that customer's tendencies are All of those pieces are critical to providing an experience that is conducive to that customer finishing out their work. As opposed to making their work take longer, you want to make sure that your e-commerce experience actually enhances their time. It should make their job easier. That's what you're looking for. There are all kinds of benefits that you are going to find when you embrace a solution that is made for distributors. Ultimately, efficiency comes to mind. The concept of being able to do things in real time is foreign to a lot of, again, generic platforms. The idea that when something is sold, it automatically just pulls into your ERP should be critical and core, as well as things like real-time inventory, so that when your users are looking at a product online, they can see the most real-time information. It's likely that unless you have a system tailored to serve your customers online, it's going to be really hard to compete with the service you offer today. On top of all of that, an e-commerce platform that is made for distributors is going to offer you other competitive advantages. One of those things is being able to compete against much larger competitors. When you look at what just the big people in your industry are doing, they are not going out and saying, hey, we'll just use the most generic platform, but they're finding something that gives them an edge. When you look for a system that is specific to your niche, things that you do, the complexities of your business have hopefully been solved by that software partner. But you want your solution to provide a competitive edge against your industry giants. You can't do that if the solution isn't tailored for your world. Ultimately, a good solution should be able to take industry-specific challenges that are unique to wholesale distribution, and they should be able to convert those to opportunities. When you convert challenges into opportunities to your competitors, it looks a lot like a superpower. They struggle to understand how you've done that. They're going to look at a solution that can do that for you and say, well, wait a minute. We couldn't get customers to adopt our platform because of fill in the blank challenge. And all of a sudden, you guys do that too, and you don't have any problem with it. These are the types of advantages that a platform built for who you are should be able to solve for you. It's not just about reducing costs, although that should happen. It's not just about streamlining operations, and that should be the case, but it's about ultimately providing a solution to your customer that is going to strengthen those relationships. When you provide the solution that is easiest for your customers to do business with, the natural result is that they're going to give it a try. And when you stack that upon all the other value that you provide to your users, you have a powerful combination. Ultimately, it's important as a distributor that you don't just look for the generic thing or the thing that was working well in a B2C world. Those are likely not going to lead to your success. But if you will turn your focus to some solution that was made with you in mind, with the uniqueness of your industry, you're going to find much more success, and that's what we certainly hope for you. If you'd like more information about this, we have an entire article on our website that you can see at the link below. And so I would encourage you, there's more details and depth on that. Check it out, and hopefully this has helped you in your process of becoming an online powerhouse. Thanks.